You guys have been busy asking me all your questions on Discord, and I think it's time I gave you some answers. So here is my first ever Q&A. This should be mildly entertaining. What's up guys, I'm your friendly neighbourhood twat and a Sonic cat Calamity. Let's get into it. First up, how many Pokemon games have you played so far? Is it just Sword and Pokemon Go, or is there other Pokemon games that you have played? That's a good question. So I started out with Red, Blue and Yellow, then Gold, Silver, Crystal. I played Emerald, but I didn't play it till much later in life. I didn't play Ruby and Sapphire. Kind of dropped off on the mainline games from there. I also played Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Coliseum, Pokemon Stadium, and what was the one with the Dark Lugia on it? Whatever that one was. But yeah, I've got a fair bit of experience with Pokemon. I really do love Pokemon. Can you do a Fortnite live stream and we join you and we play a game of squads? Yes, we can do that. We have done a few Fortnite streams on here now, but I really want to do a squad up with viewers one, so we'll get that sorted like really quickly. I got a question. When shall we race on Team Sonic Racing? When I buy the game again. I had to sell the game. Oh, well, apparently no one's playing it now anyway. Minecraft stream when? Oh, at some point I will buy Minecraft. I've got a lot of games I want to get through first, but we will get to Minecraft at some point because I know a lot of people are crying out for that. Stay tuned. What's your favourite song? Oh, that is a question. So my favourite song used to be Move Along by the All American Rejects. It's always been what I considered my favourite song, but I don't know. There's probably a few contenders for it now. Infinite being one of them. I absolutely love Infinite as a song, if you couldn't tell already. Maybe something like Lullabies by All Time Low. I would still say Move Along by the All American Rejects because it has a lot of sentimental value to me. If you could replace one of Sonic's moves in Smash with a move from a different character, what move would you pick and why? That's a good question. I would personally take someone's counter from them. Roy's, or I'm trying to think of someone who has a counter now. Why can't I think of this? But yeah, a counter so that he would stand there and then when you hit him, he would quickly spin around you and like hit you from behind or something like that. Because that feels very Sonic, I feel, I guess. Would you ever want to collab in videos? Depends who it is. Hit me up, people. When did you first start playing Sonic and what game was it? It was Sonic 2. When I was about 3, 4, 5 years old, I played with my uncle. We used to do the 2-player stages. Well, I was always playing as Tails, and he was always playing as Sonic. I distinctly remember the special stages. They really stick in my brain. But yeah, started really early with Sonic. That's where this nightmare began. God damn it, Sonic. Do you have the Mii costume for Tails? Of course I do. Do you own Animal Crossing? No. Do you own other games consoles? So I got PS4 and Switch. I'll be getting PS5. And I got a GameCube sitting here as well. So, yeah, we're going to have to crack that out for a stream at some point. There's some damn good Sonic games to be played there. Why do you like Sonic so much? This is a video that will have to come out at some point. I'll have to do like a why I love Sonic so much video. I guess for now, it was my first entry point into gaming. And it holds a lot of sentimental value for me in terms of like the memories of playing it. And I've just kind of found that no matter what I'm kind of going through, there's been a Sonic game there that's got me through it. Like I've just played non-stop to kind of distract myself from what's going on around me. And this has happened from the early days like Sonic Heroes, Sonic Adventure, up till even more recently with Sonic Forces. I didn't hate Sonic Forces as much as most people because it helped me get through a really difficult time. So long and short of it, he's just always been a big part of my life. He has always been my icon of gaming. But yeah, I imagine I'm gonna do a video essay on that at some point. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button so you never miss out and hit the little bell, and then yeah, it's all going to be good. You're going to find out the second that video goes live. What or who inspired you to do YouTube in the first place? So I followed a lot of YouTubers like Jeremy Johns, Angry Joe, Cosmonaut. There was a fair few people that kind of really made me want to do it. PewDiePie, obviously. Screen Junkies at the time was a big one with movie fights. And it was really weird. I started it in 2017, in November of 2017. And I had literally just had a breakup. And I think it was the next day or the day after my breakup, I went to the London gaming market with Toasty Titan, formerly OG Titan, who you may remember from some earlier videos on the channel, and our friend Kofi. And I just decided to pull out my phone and start filming. I guess I was in a bit of a weird, vulnerable place, and I was just like, I'm going to start it now. I've always said I'm going to do YouTube one day, and then I just, yeah, pulled out the crappy camera phone and away I went. God, the camera phone isn't any better, is it? What's your favourite game of all time? I'm assuming it's a Sonic game. That's a difficult one. I would personally say probably Sonic Adventure 2, but up there with it. I feel like I can't put it above other games as well, so I kind of have like a definitive group that I can't place above one another. And in that is Sonic Adventure 2, Kingdom Hearts 2, Pokemon Crystal. I don't know, maybe actually Spider-Man, legit, the new one, or definitely Spider-Man for the PS2, Spider-Man 2 for the PS2. That's one of my favorites. I spent so many hours in that game. What was your first Smash game? Mine was Brawl. It was actually Melee, but I didn't play tons of Melee. I played a little bit, and then, because I didn't actually have, I think my GameCube was broken at one point when I was going to get Melee, and then I ended up getting a Wii, as every, household had a Wii. And, yeah, got Brawl, and I'd say Brawl was the one I sunk the most time into. Well, no, Smash Ultimate at this point. But Brawl I sunk a lot more time into than Melee, but Melee was my first Smash game. If you were able to make your own game, how would the game be? It would be a tragically written superhero story of a guy that's just trying to do good that ends up becoming a supervillain. 100%. Open world, that kind of thing. Superpowers. I love that kind of shit. What's your favourite gaming genre? I really don't know anymore. I could say platformers. Obviously, platformers have been a huge part of my gaming life. But then there are RPGs that I enjoy just as much. There are action-adventure games that I enjoy so much. I'm not so big on the shooter vibe. But as you guys know, I do like to play a game of Fortnite every now and then. So, I think it's difficult to say. I would say probably platformers because consistently I'm always playing platformers. So, what's your Zodiac? I believe I'm Aries, but I'm not 100% at this point. If you could have 3 powers, what would it be? 100% chaos control. I would probably take Spidey's powers as well. And the Flash, I'd take his speed. Yeah. That'd make me just fucking unstoppable. How old do you think the majority of your fan base is? Oh, I don't know. See, YouTube analytics tells me that it's people my age is the majority. But I know a lot of people lie about their age on YouTube to be able to see content over the age of 18. Which is why I still try and keep things fairly PG. I would say a lot of people coming through the streams are about 14 to 18, I would say. About 14 to 18. What is your favourite Pokemon? That is a good question. Again, I'm really bad at giving definitive, top ones. I would say Arcanine is up there for me. Arcanine is one of my favourite Pokemon. Mewtwo is one of my favourite Pokemon. Rayquaza is one of my favourite Pokemon. And Darkrai. I absolutely love Darkrai. What got you into Spider-Man? So, I grew up watching the 90s animated series on Fox Kids back in the day. That was my introduction into Spider-Man. And then I would kind of harass my parents to get me comics whenever we went somewhere where there were comics. I would be like, oh, can I get a Spider-Man comic? And I'd get my little comic book magazine and read it on train journeys and things like that. And from there it just kind of grew. And as I was able to kind of get more into it, I did. It got to a point where when the internet was in its early days and it was dial-up and no one could be using the phone for you to use internet or whatever, I would be on Wikipedia, looking up characters and their history, and just, I was fascinated by it. And I think the big thing that is quite obvious for a lot of people is Peter Parker is that everyman. We all see a part of ourselves in Peter Parker, and it makes him very relatable. And it's, I think it's the perfect kind of representation of the average guy trying to do good in the world. It's just we don't all have superpowers to do it. What's your favourite Pokemon type? Dragon. Favourite pair of shoes you got? Okay, hold on. It's these, my Jordans. I absolutely love these. These are just my absolute favourite shoe ever. Happy times. What pair of shoes you really want? I want a pair of Jordans that basically look like Shadow the Hedgehog shoes, with the colours and everything. And with the Nike tick to be black with the red kind of meow on it. That would be really cool. That's my dream pair of shoes. I know I can get them created on the Nike website, but I think it's hundreds of dollars. But one day. What are your cats' names, and will you show them on stream one day? Okay, so my cats are called Poppy and Molly. They are about 3-4 years old now, but they are still tiny kitten sized. It doesn't look like they're going to get much bigger. Not tiny kitten, but very small, very small. They are extremely skittish and needy. So the chances of actually getting them on stream is slim. They tend to just run away at loud noises, but they're also ridiculously affectionate. They're like dogs in that sense. Like Molly just followed me up the garden, the whole way up the garden, just following me, waiting to get fed, and then have a cuddle. Like they're just the cutest things ever. Hopefully I'll get them on the stream one day. There might be a picture on screen right now. I don't even know. I don't even know at this point, man. What the fuck am I doing? If Spider-Man and Sonic had to fight one another, who would win? This is them at their base abilities, no special power-ups like Chaos Emeralds or Venom Symbiote. Everyone thinks I'm going to be biased and say Sonic, but I do genuinely think Sonic would win, because Peter does have that spider sense, and that's very handy. But the spider sense is reflective on him. And the fact of the matter is, the reflexes given to him by the spider bite do not make him faster than Sonic. And therefore, and we've also seen the spider sense fail multiple times. Like we've seen him be like, oh, spider sense, and then still get hit. It's almost just like a pre-warning that something's about to hit, but he still gets hit a lot of the time. And to be completely honest with you, Sonic's too fast for that. If Sonic created a blue tornado around Spider-Man, what's he going to attach to? What's he going to swing on? You know, he's screwed. So yeah, I legit think Sonic. I had to think really hard about this. And I know everyone assumed I was going to say Sonic anyway, but yeah, I kind of feel Sonic. Okay, and the last question, this isn't actually in the Discord, but this is one that people have been asking me about, so I feel I should probably just give you the info. So a lot of people have asked where the channel name Calamity Hatcher comes from. And it's a mix of a couple of things. First off, my surname is Hatcher, if you haven't figured out. My last name, hi. So there's that. It was OG Titan who was like, you need to use your surname in your YouTube channel. I was like, okay, cool. I do what I'm told. And yeah, so that's where that part comes from. And the whole Calamity thing was to do with the fact that I was in a bit of a state at the time when I made the channel, as I explained earlier. And someone called me a calamity. It was like, oh, you're just gonna wreck everything. And I like that. And then there was a song that I was listening to that by one of my favorite bands, well, probably my favorite band all time low, called Oh Calamity. And I felt kind of like very, how do I put this? I don't know how. Where are your words, Hatcher? I just kind of related to this song in a massive way, particular time what I was going through. So I felt, yeah, this is it. This is the name. Calamity Hatcher, bitch. But thank you guys so much for checking out this video. I really do appreciate it. This was a lot of fun. Leave your questions in the Q&A zone of the Calamity Hatcher Discord. Link is in the description. So go and leave them there and we'll get another one of these done fairly soon. Until then, keep it locked to Calamity Hatcher because that is what it takes to be a Calamity. I will see you guys on the next one.